Hi, I'm Blisy.
Hey, if you enjoy the video, consider clicking like, subscribe, bell notification, and the join button. Becoming a channel member is only $4.99 a month. It really helps me out, and you get a bunch of perks like these badges for how long you've been a member for. You get these emojis for my live stream chats, and you get access to my videos when I upload them instead of when I release them. So thanks so much and enjoy.
Hey everyone, today's going to be another video on how to do raid RNG. It's going to be using a few different tools than my last video. This tool potentially finds the seeds much faster. However, the downside is it has to be only 3 or 4 guaranteed IVs. Or two guaranteed IVs, and then the second one has to have 3 or 4 guaranteed IVs. So you're looking with a much more limited pool of Pokemon that you have to find in your den, and this actually won't work at all on the Ditto Den. Okay, with that out of the way, you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need 1-star seed search. You're going to have a translation picture that I posted of this, so actually I'll get that out right now. Okay, so here's my translation of it. It's on the screen, but I will post it in the description as well, in like an Imgur link or something. Okay, you're going to need Raid Finder, and you're going to need your game, and that should be all of the tools you'll need. So the first thing we do is in Raid Finder. And make sure you get the most updated version of it because it has a very good stat calculator in it. God bless Admiralfish. So make sure you open Raid Finder and you select the right game and you pick the right location. We are looking for... no, I'm in Bridge, whatever. We want to find the den that will have our squad. It's got to be one of these Wimpod dens, right? It's not the Shedinja one. And it can be Gmax. Okay, so this is good. This is exactly what we want. We want this den. Alright. So what we're going to be looking for is a Pokemon that can have an IV count of 2. And we need to make that spawn on our frame 4 thing. So let's go and... So it looks like Dwebble or Carablast, assuming they can both spawn, will be sufficient for our purposes. So let's go away. So again, we're on frame 1 right now. What we want to do is get to frame the 4th frame, because the 4th frame doesn't keep the Pokemon or the raid count locked, right? So frame 1 through 3 are locked in terms of their Pokemon is locked, their shininess, their stats, everything like that is locked. The raid, the 4th raid, is actually only locked in terms of stats and shininess and stuff like that, but it is not locked in terms of which Pokemon it's going to be. So we're just going to go until we can get a little baby Carablast or Dwebble or something like that. And it's got to be the 4th one. So we do the date advancement method 4th frames. Again, if you've never done this before. Alright, so it's a Dottler, so this is no good. So we'll close it out and we'll redo it. Now, if you've never done this before, again, all it is going into the raid, clicking invite others, and then going to the system menu once the invite others is searching, and you go until then you advance the date by 1. It's pretty simple, and it's just a way to advance your frame by 1. And so I'll probably show this one more full time off, and then I'll go until I can, and I'll pause until I can find what I'm looking for. So invite others, date and time, increase the day by 1. Go back into the game, quit, and do it again. And you have to do it 3 times because you're on frame 1 and you want to get to frame 4. And we're looking for, in my case, I'm looking for a Dwebble or a Carablast, but again, all you want to look at is the IV count there in Raid Finder. Make sure that says 2. That's what you're looking for. That is the main thing you're trying to find. Alright, I got a 5-star, so that's no good. Close that, and I'm just going to pause until I find what I'm looking for. Alright, so we've got our Dwebble on frame 4, and for my instance, that's an IV count of 2. Again, that's all you're looking for. I could have done this with a Carablast as well. It would totally be fine. So what we're going to do is switch Pokemon, and we're just going to try and destroy this raid as quickly as possible. I should have set up my switch Pokemon. Actually, I have a level 100 Dracovish who should do the trick. Switch this guy in there. Don't invite others, and get the raid underway. So you're just going to capture the raid like normal, and then while I'm doing this, we're also going to set up our IV calculator. So we're looking for Dwebble. We don't know the nature yet, and I don't know the level yet, but we'll enter all of that stuff. There's a cute little guy. It's probably best to not even Dynamax my guy. Just do Fish's Rend and kill him as fast as possible. Alright, and also we should take a notepad document down as well. Text document, seed notes. Then we should open it, and we're going to write Dwebble. And we're going to write all of Dwebble's statistics down in this as well. So these are going to be important to keep in mind. Alright. And now Dwebble's dead, so we can just catch it really quick. And now we're going to make sure that we're not saving here and that autosave is turned off. If autosave is turned on, it'll automatically save after you capture this Pokemon, which you really do not want it to do. You really super do not want it to do that. The only thing I know about the Dwebble is it's male. And I think Dwebble has a 50-50 gender ratio. Yeah, so Dwebble, male. And then we'll find out what's up with it. So now the nice thing about the IV calculator is you don't have to spam level it to 100 and stuff like that that Admiral Fish has got here. It's a multi-level calculator, so I'll explain how that works. It's just super handy. Alright. So let's check out our boy here. Check summary. So we need to write down a few things about him, which ability he is. So we're going to pause and check Cerebi real quick. Actually, no. Yeah, we do need to do that. Okay, so on Cerebi, it says that Shell Armor is the second ability of this. So we're going to put ability... Well, actually, how does this program work? Does it do ability 1 or 2? So it does ability 2. So we'll write ability 2. Some programs write ability like... Some programs write ability 0 and 1, and some programs write ability 1 and 2. So, alright, so now we know Dwebble's ability. It's ability 2. And check its nature. Careful. And the only other thing we need is... Oh, we need it's somewhat vain, I believe, is what we need. That's weird. Okay. So, somewhat vain. Okay. We got all this done. Now let's enter its stats into here. Alright. So it is level 38, 87 HP, 66 attack, 73 defense, 31 special attack, 47 speed def, 50 speed. And we can find IVs. So it'll give us a range. Oh, we didn't type the right nature. It's careful, right? Find IVs again. So as we can see, we're not quite done yet. So what we do again is we're going to level him up once. And we're just going to input the stats again. So this is going to be like a pretty handy way to quickly calculate the stats. So we only need to give him one rare candy to potentially find out which stats are going to be useful. And you probably only need like 5 levels of this. It's like very easy. Okay. So 39, 89, 67, 24, 32, 852. Find IVs again. As you can see, we're getting close. And in fact, this 31 we don't need to solve because we're going to know what it is, but because we know it's guaranteed to have 2 and we can use the stat checker, so I'll just keep going with this. Don't let it evolve if it's trying to evolve, because then you lose the stat calculations you were just doing, and you'll have to restart from scratch in terms of calculating its stats. So it's unfortunate it works that way, but that's how it goes. Okay, we'll try again. 40, 41, 69, 76, 33, 49, 53. This is my favorite part about RNG abuse. It's all at stat calcing. All right, almost done. Probably need like 1 or 2 more levels. Forget old moves. It's hard to play when my my stat calc, or not my stat calc, my capture card is extremely laggy. So I'm actually kind of moving a little bit slower. And I probably won't show the entire process of, you know, calcing their exact IVs every time, blah, blah, blah. And here's the worst part is this dwebble might not even be what I'm looking for. Like, this might be bad. Like, this dwebble might be no good. 3, 31, 28, 33, 50, 54. Alright, nothing. Gotta keep going. So I'll pause it when I have the IVs solved, since I feel like I've demonstrated how to use this calc efficiently. Okay, so we've calced all of its IVs perfectly. Again, this SPDEF we know for a fact is 31. So what we're going to do is type everything about this dwebble into here. So it's going to be tab 31, tab 9, tab 10, tab 31, tab 11. Then we're going to find the careful nature on Bulbapedia. So again, you can just go to Bulbapedia, scroll down, find careful is, right, Sheen, whatever. So it's careful right there. This is which characteristic it is. This is where my translation comes in. It's somewhat vain, so it's the final option. Then we know it's got ability 2. And it seems that it's no good. So when you get a no good result like this, all that means is you just have to reset your game. So this kind of thing determines if your Pokemon is actually usable for the process that you want to use it for, right? And so what this means is that slot, right? Those IVs aren't going to work out in a way where this program is going to be able to figure out what it needs to do, right? It won't be able to figure out anything that it's trying to. And in general, it's going to be, you know, just not so great for it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do one permanent advance forward. So invite others. Oops. We're going to advance forward all the way to whatever date it is. And now what this will do is it will permanently lock what is, so this Araquanid that I had there is gone forever. And now whatever our third frame is permanently locked, and we're going to save here. And this will give us a new fourth frame to try out. And we can just keep trying that out. So I'm going to go until I find a frame that is viable. You saw the whole process, and so now I'll meet you back when I got one. Okay, so once you hit this button and it says OK, next 3V. So what we're going to be looking for is a Pokemon that has 3 guaranteed IVs. So let's see. So we are super down for Dottler. Dottler's like the only one. I think it says between 3 and 4V. I think there's a chance 4 IVs will work as well. However, since it says 3V, I'm gonna stick to 3 IVs. My den is unfortunate, and I think the only Pokemon that can have this happen is Dottler. So what we're going to be needing to do here is, as you can see, this is 4, this is 4. So on the same exact frame we're currently on, we're going to need to get a Dottler who will I have different IVs than this Carablast on the same frame the Dottler was, or on the same frame the Carablast was. And again, for your own personal den, make sure you just look at oh, let me also write down. Make sure you use Raid Finder to find out what Pokemon you actually need to aim for. Now, I can go for a 3 or a 4-star Dottler, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. So I'll do one attempt for Dottler on camera, and then I'll just kind of reset until I can find mine. Again, it'll be whatever Pokemon you're actually looking for specifically, so that doesn't really matter. I just don't want to waste my time resetting over and over and over again for wasting precious video seconds. Because all this takes so so long. And luckily, this state method, the only thing we pretty much need to use it for is this, and then finding the specific Pokemon we want. There's so much faster ways to advance the frames when you're actually looking for like a good, you know what I mean? When you're actually looking for to advance frames quickly. All right, and then one more. All right. Again, I'm just going a little bit slow because the captured thing is laggy. I don't have a good setup to display it on my other monitor when I'm not streaming. All right, so we got a 5-star. We're not down for that. Again, the star count doesn't even matter, but it's just the fact that he's got guaranteed 4 IVs. So we're going to go for a 3 IV, and I'll do that off camera, and I'll be back when I find the dollar. All right, so we got me a dollar raid. This is very cool because, again, 3 or 4 star, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the IV count is 3. So let me pick my guy. Hey, my guy, what am I looking for? I guess super effectiveness doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. But I will pick my shiny boy, so that's fun. Alright. So, yep, we just have to catch this guy like we did before, and then so we can figure out the differences between these two. And again, we're going to have to take down all of the notes for Dollar and stuff like that. And increase its IVs and all of that junk. So, it's actually going to be just best to do max flutter by. I'm going to pause it until I catch the raid. I don't want to waste time with you guys watching me catch it, but yeah. Alright, catching the Dollar real quick. I tend to use my Master Ball for this just because we're not saving any of these guys, so that's fine. And we're going to get our calculator ready for Dollar. Don't know any of this crap. All right, Dollar is ability 1. So we're going to write this down. So it's Dollar. It's Dollar Male, ability 1. Looks like it's Rash. Yeah, Rash. Somewhat vain. Okay, and we'll write the IVs down, and I'm gonna actually move this over to there so it's consistent. Okay, and let's do the calc. All right, so Dollar, Rash, so 46. 46. All right, so I'm going to pause until I've found out exactly what I need to, so because I don't want to waste time calcing. All right, unfortunately, I had to get the Dollar up to 100, but so that wasted a little bit of time, but that's fine because now I can write its exact IVs down and put them into the program. So let me write them down really quick just to make sure nothing goes wrong. 1, 16, 31, 13, 31, 31. Bad for anyone with dyslexia. I will say that. I will say that much. Okay. So we're going to paste its IVs here. We're going to look for, what is its nature? Rash. I don't know Rash off the top of my head. Rash is La Kilia. Okay. La Kalia. Okay, and then it is somewhat faint, which is the bottom one. Oh no, oh no, oh dang it, it's, oh boise. Okay, it's capable of taking hits, which is this one. I messed this up. And then this one was Jolly. Whew, almost messed up, okay. So this Dollar's ability 1, let's type in its IVs first. 1, tab, 16, tab. 31, tab 13, tab 31, 31. Okay. Let me actually delete that. All right, this one, right? It's Rash, La Kalia. Okay. And Bulbapedia has a great nature page for this if you don't know any of the Japanese, so you can line it up really easily there. It's somewhat vain, which is the bottom one, and I've got ability 1. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is the next frame. We just also have to find a 31. I think we need to find another Dottler on frame 5. So we're gonna reset. So instead of going for the frame 4, which is what I've just done here, so basically what we've done so far is to just do a little recap. For the first one, I found a 2 IV guaranteed Pokemon on frame 4, which is the first non-locked Pokemon. And then once I find that, and then this program said it was okay, next 3V, right? Okay, see, it validates it for you. That's very good. Then you have to go to frame 4 again, but this time find a 3 guaranteed IV Pokemon and write down all of its attributes. And now what we're going to be doing is going to frame 5, which is the frame after the one we aimed for last time. And what we need to do there is just also find another 3 guaranteed IV Pokemon. I believe you might be able to use 4 IV Pokemon. The program doesn't seem to specify which type of Pokemon it is there, but I think it might be just best just to aim for the 3 IV Pokemon, just to be safest, give it the most information to work with. So we're going to do that. I'm going to show one advancement all the way to the frame we're supposed to go. So as you can see, right now we're going to be on frame 3. It's going to be an orbital, a 3-star orbital. I'm going to go past it. So this frame we're about to be on is the frame that we have been on for the last few times. So it was another orbital. Interesting. And we go again. Okay, I actually don't know if we should be using a 3V or a 2V, so I'm actually just going to stick to Dottler personally. I'm not sure necessarily that it matters, but I would say stick to getting the 3 IV Pokemon. So I'm just going to come back once I get that. Alright, so very quickly I seem to get on frame 5 an Orbeetle, so we're going to switch Pokemon. And we're going to just do this battle really quick. Again, I'm not going to waste your time showing you everything that needs to go down. So I'm just going to start the battle, and then I'll show you guys what's up with it once it's captured. Or did I say Orbeetle? Actually, I'll just ready to battle it. It's a Dottler, but it's got 3 guaranteed IVs. I don't think you need 3 guaranteed IVs for this, but I would hedge just staying away from 4 guaranteed IVs. And you know, if you find you can try it with 2 guaranteed IVs, it's not like you lose anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just say give it a try, and then I'll pause it, and I'll be back when I've finished the capture. All right, so I've calced the final Dottler, and I'm going to put in its stats here. So it's 5, 1, 27, 31, 31, 31. It's got ability 1 again. It is a quirky nature, again, a useless nature that I do not know off the top of my head. It is Kima something or other. I'm not bothering reading it fully. Kimagua. Okay, and then this is Alert to Sounds. Alert to Sounds is the one that begins with Moo, so we're going to click that one. And at this point, we're just going to click the search button. And we wait. So I'll pause until I'm done. Okay, so the program has spit out my seed, which is very neat. Now, as you can see, the seed is over here. And then it spits out like a big list of garbage and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter. It's just like all of the IVs and stuff like that. But what you can do is you can paste your seed over here into RAID Finder, right? And hit generate, and then make sure your frame 4 will be right here. And what we're going to do is find now you can search for anything you want. You can search for specific IVs for any of these Pokemon that you want, right? But what I want to do is find a shiny. So I want to do any and see if there's a close shiny. If there's not, okay, so we'll do 10,000 and see what I get. So I have a shiny frame on 102. Are you serious? Oh my god, beautiful. Or 702. That's so close. That's like unbelievably close. And what is the ability? Ability 2. Oh no, orbital. I want to check orbital on Cerebi to make sure I don't want, because I don't think I care if it's the hidden ability or not. Yeah, and Frisk is not the better one, but it's a good one. Okay, so this is very cool for me for a few reasons, and on top of that, wow, I'm just very excited about this because this is quick and this is what I wanted. So before I go on to that though, what you want to do is really be sure that the seed it didn't give you was like a false positive, right? You don't want a false positive from this crap. So now I know I need only like 800 results because I know where my shiny frame is, okay? So we want to make sure it's not a false positive. So we're going to go with, so I don't know how it's actually reverse calculating. This is interesting to me, that it's reverse calculating this seed here. So I'm going to see how that works. So let me find my thing. So we're going to close our game. Hello. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I'm going to pause until I resume. Alright, fix the problem. So we're going to quit the game. Close that. So that's interesting, that it can seemingly predict these frames. I'm going to do a few tests here. I'm going to try and catch this one here. See how that's going. So see what it's saying here. 31, 31, 12. I mean, it's lining up with what Oh, it's not exactly lining up with what Raid Finder is saying. Oh, no, this is ability, right? Yeah, 3, 31. It is lining up with what Raid Finder is saying. So that's interesting. I mean, I think that one of the better plays you could do is probably to make... this is so interesting to me. So, and in fact, this guy actually was never a thing, but my next frame was. So let me check something. My next frame was a Dwebble, and if you remember... Does this look like... This does look like one of the Dwebbles I got before, right? That's really neat. All right, so it seems it can, like, calculate backwards. So you could try and catch this guy, and see if that lines up with it. What I like to do is go further. So our current frame is frame 4, right? We're going to see frame 5. Make sure everything is calculated properly. So I'm going to get to frame 5, and I'm going to capture that Pokemon and see what's up. I might even go to frame like 6 or 7 or something, just to be sure. Okay, so I just caught a BlisyPod from the raid. So let's just make sure that everything lines up properly. Go to the boxes, see what's up with this. So it is Rash. Oh no, that's... Yeah. Look. Hello? Oh no. I don't know what H that is. Special attack plus special defense minus. Anyway, doesn't matter. So it's got best HP, best defense. Alright, so let's see. Best HP. I forget which one I went for. BlisyPod 4-star. So I might be on frame 6. Best HP, and then these 3 should be best. Oh no, that is Rash Nature. That is a Rash Nature. That's right. Yep. And it would have hidden ability, but this thing can only have one ability in it. So it looks like it's right. I went for frame 6. That we got the right seed. So now all we got to do is do our advancements, which I will cover now. So I'm going to close this, and we're going to cut to my crappy webcam to show you the best way to do the advances. Okay, listen. Don't judge the quality, but I need to show you how everything works so I can get it done. And it's just best to show you off cam. So once you find your seed, leave your den there. Leave it alone. Let it have a nice time. Okay. And we're going to go to Wedgehurst's Pokemon Center. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Alright, we're going to go to Wedgehurst Pokemon Center. Something about my camera is wrong. It's like not focused. So I'm going to fix that right up. Nope, that's actually literally the best focus I can get. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. Okay, so we're going to do the versus glitch. Most of you have probably heard of it. Okay, so we're going to check Lotto ID just to make sure that everything's working. Alright. So I won the Moo Moo Milk or whatever. Now, so what we need to keep track of is we are aiming for frame... My shiny frame is on 702, okay? right? That's when my shiny frame's at. So I want to aim 3 frames before my shiny frame, right? Because you don't want to lock it in just yet, and I'll explain that in a minute. But basically, it's just like how we were making frame 4 a different Pokemon every single time, right? Since we're making frame 4 a different Pokemon every single time, what we want to do is the same thing. So we want to make frame 4 a different Pokemon every time for frame 702. So we're going to undo. So if I'll... Oh. It went to hell. Okay, so since 702 is my shiny frame, I want to be 3 frames before that. 1, 2, 3. So I want to be on frame 699, right? And so that's so you can constantly change the shiny frame to be different Pokemon. So since we're on frame 1 right now, we have to do 698 advances. So we do that by going into the versus menu, going into a battle, and losing the battle. Again, I know I showed this in my other video, but if you haven't watched that, this is for you guys. So go into ranked battles, and you're gonna have to. You don't have to lose a ranked battle. I'm choosing to lose one because I don't care about. I don't care about my singles ranking, but I do care about my doubles rating. You can do either singles or doubles. It's up to you. Totally fine either way. And I'll pause until we find an opponent. Okay, trainer's been found. Pick our team, and I'm going to run it right away. Now, if you do care about your rank in both of these, don't actually worry about that, right? You can actually still do a battle fully, and you're fine. So you can just do a battle completely fully and win the battle, and then the versus glitch will still work, right? So it's just up to you. It's up to you how you want to do it. My opponent seems to want to take forever to pick their team, but that's fine. All right, so just got to run. Just got to run instantly from the battle. Again, sorry for the potato quality, but there's a reason for it, because the fastest way to advance frames is in handheld mode, rather. My goodness, my opponent's taking forever. I'm running, my dude. It's okay. He can't know that I'm running. Or she. She cannot know that I'm running. Man, they're taking this seriously. They're like, what do I do against this Hatterene? I'm so stressed. I really want to win. This is very hard for me. Please don't take the full 60 seconds of my video. I'm going to pause it. Alright, the battle was canceled. Praise be. Enjoy your free win. Got to battle at Carbos because I keep doing so many single battles that I lose. So now once you're out, just stay in this menu and go to the date and time. Now from here you can just advance and hit OK. And now the way you can do the advancements is like, so that's how you can do them. And just to go back to make sure that it's all working just fine. Oops. Just make sure you do the Lotto ID and make sure that it works. So try Lotto ID, and as you can see, I'm going to draw a new Lotto number even though it's the same day. So I'm going to come back to you once I get the Pokemon. Alright everyone, so I am now at frame 699. So 699 is 3 frames before my target frame, which is 702. Now here's the cool thing about this. So this Pokemon is locked. This Pokemon is locked. This Pokemon is locked. All 3 of these Pokemon, they'll always be the same. This Pokemon, however, it will always be shiny, and it will always have these stats, or when you switch the Pokemon, right, the stats could be different. When I switch to Dwebble, right, the stats will probably be different in terms of that. But that's fine because, like, in terms of the actual Pokemon, right, they'll always be the same. Like, Orbitals will be the same every time if I go for that. And the nature will be the same typically. But here's the thing. The Pokemon itself can switch, which is very cool. So you can now just do your 3 advancements, get the raid, and farm the raid out to another switch that you have or a friend that you have who can get duplicates. And yeah, so I'll do that now. But just a quick amendment: this whole video, I've been at the wrong den. I'm at the other bug den in Bridgefield, which is this one, except instead of a perfect Orbeetle, I have a Shedinja. It's super cool. So it's very depressing. The big O Sado. So yeah, so I don't get my Gmax Orbeetle, but I will still get an Orbeetle, and it's fine because Gmax Orbeetle isn't even legal in VGC yet, and I'll just do the Gmax Orbeetle den later, which I can assume is like over there or something. I don't know where it is actually. It says I'm too high up for it, so I don't even know where it is, but I'll find it. It's very sad, but we're gonna do my final advancements now. So as you can see, I'll open this up, and now so keep in mind, by the way, Raid Finder is a really versatile program. And that, like, I search specifically for a shiny frame, right? You can search for, like, whatever IV frames you want, so you can just get a perfect IV Pokemon if you don't feel like going for a shiny, right? It's all up to you. So this is frame 2 I'm on now. And now this will always be a Carablast, for example, right? And then I'm about to go into frame 3. So frame 3 is this is Selgor, and frame 4 will be something random. Who knows what it will be? And we get our shiny, so I'm going to not invite people, and we're going to get a shiny Carablast here. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a little greeny down there. You can see the little greenishness of it. Boom. There's your shiny. And I can close out, and that'll still be shiny. All right, I'll do the advancements again just to show you. And while this is going on, I just want to show you real quick. So like I said, I'm doing a shiny, right? But if I uncheck disable filters, and I could search for, like, what's my first 6 IV frame discarding gender, right? I could search for that. And as you can see, frame 2000, or if I did it from frame 1, right? 2,370 would be my first 6 IV frame, right? So you could do it like that if you want as well, where you find specific stats and nature combinations and stuff like that. It's very important to keep that in mind, that this isn't just a shiny, it's not just a shiny hunting tool, this isn't just for shiny hunting or anything like that, right? So you're going to want to, you're definitely going to want to get that going. So hopefully we'll get a different Pokemon than Carablast this time. Not very exciting, I'll say the least. But so this is a Carablast, and there was our next one, a Selgor, I believe. And then after the Selgor, we have another Pokemon. It's very cool. And this way, if you have a friend, your friend can join the raid, and then you can just not catch and not save after the raid. And you can, or if you have 2 switches, you can do the same thing like that, and then you can just farm out multiple shiny raids. So we got Dottler this time. Heck yeah. And there it is, a shiny dollar. Very cute shiny, if you ask me. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you get the shinies or the perfect stats that you're looking for, and I will see you next. Hey, a big thank you to my channel members and anyone who donates during my streams. You guys are amazing, and without your support, I literally couldn't continue doing this or putting videos out on or streaming on the basis that I do. And a big shout out to the Bliss God tier members, Super Saiyan, Achroma, and Rayquaza Gamer. I appreciate and love all of you very much. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below or join my Discord, and I'll do my best to help you out. And if you want to become a channel member as well, consider clicking that join button down below, and you'll get access to my videos early, a special Discord chat, and a few other perks. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.